Y'all want to know what the story behind this here? I'm going to break it down to y'all. The story behind this picture here with Michael Jackson with the Crips. He basically was sending the wolves after Prince. That's exactly what it is. I'm going to tell y'all the breakdown. When Michael, he went to saw Purple Rain, he wasn't feeling Purple Rain. But he started running his mouth in magazines about Prince. I'm going to put it in quotation. And quoted to an interviewer, Jackson said, "I have proven myself since I was little. It's not fair. He feels like I'm his opponent. I hope he changes because, boy, he's going to get hurt. He's the type that might commit suicide or something. I don't like to be compared to Prince." Later in the recording, Jackson described Prince as one of the rudest people he ever met, who was mean and nasty in my family. So Prince hearing that, him being the petty dude that he is, him, James Brown, and Michael actually, when they had that on stage performance, Prince purposely sabotaged that to make Michael look bad. Cause Michael was like, "I dare him to follow me. I dare him to follow me." And Prince messed it up. And MJ was even making fun of him. He was like, "He made a fool of himself. He was a joke. People were running and screaming. I was so embarrassed. It was all in video." But see, Prince, he tried to run Michael over with his limo, according to Quincy Jones. He said Prince was so mortified by his performance at the James Brown concert that he waited the limo outside the venue with every intention of running Michael over. At least that was MJ's take at the time. "I'm going to run you over, Michael." But even then, you had peace treaties there. They tried to get these two together, and it just won't work. So they tried to come together for the bad joint. And it says while the two might have secretly hated each other, that didn't stop Quincy Jones from trying to mend the gap. And what better way than a collaboration? First, he approached Prince for the benefit song "We Are the World," which MJ co-wrote, and ultimately performed on the Purple One, promptly reject later. Next, Jones suggested that Prince and Michael perform together on the song "Bad" for an up-and-coming album of the same name. Likewise, they will both appear on the adjoining music video, which depicted Falk's gang warfare and predicted exceptional dance choreography. According to the legend, Prince was somewhat receptive with the idea until he saw the lyrics. The opening line, "Your butt is mine," that turned him off the idea. You know what? You know that Wesley Snipes character? That would have been me. You run that video in your mind, the first line that your song is "Your butt is mine." So what I'm saying is, who's going to sing that to whom? Because you're not going to sing it to me, and I ain't singing it to you. So right there, we got a problem. Actor Wesley Snipes put forth a different narrative. He said, "Me and Prince were auditioning together, and I blew Prince out of the water." Michael had told Prince that he had met him and kicked Prince to the curb. Imagine that. So it gets even more petty that Prince goes full voodoo on Michael. He said this incident reportedly took place when Prince and Michael were in talks of performing a duet on "Bad." Prince showed up at Michael's house wearing an overcoat and holding a big white box. On the white box was the label Camille, which was apparently Prince's nickname for Michael. In the words of Quincy Jones, the box had all kinds of stuff, some kind of links with Tootsie Rolls on them. Michael was scared to death. He thought there was some voodoo in there. I wanted to take it because I knew Michael was going to throw it away. So, in knowing this, there was probably some publishing involved, a publishing situation involved. And Prince was talking and wanted his money. So, MJ, he was kind of scared with what Prince going to do. They was going to Minnesota. So, Michael had to bring some backup, which was the Crips set right here. Because he knew going into Prince territory, it was something going to go down. It was going to be the glitter glove versus the high heels. So, he pulled the Crips set, and everything went smooth. Michael came to Minnesota 40 deep. Even the time didn't say nothing. They even bowed down and kissed the ring. So basically, this was protection for Michael Jackson right here. This was his gang. This was his crew. He had the killers on the payroll in case Prince wanted to get out of line, because Prince was kind of freaking him out between trying to hit him with the car, then bringing him a Pandora's box. He didn't know what was going on. So that's the story behind that. Protection and serve. This is King Eric the Great signing out. Holla at your boy.